What's going on, guys? Mike with NRGcreativ. Seadoo mounts out on the water today. It's January 28th. It's a little chilly, but it's going to be fun out here. Today I'm going to show you some mounts, but before I start talking about them and boring you, we'll save that for the end. And I'm going to show you how to get some outstanding video with a couple of mounts on the Seadoo skis. So let's go ahead and get some video going. We'll talk later. Pretty shallow. Oh, right now, you can see it's a little bit sketchy out here. It's really, really foggy. So that's a dangerous situation on a ski. So I'm gonna head back in where it's not so foggy. This is really foggy out here. I don't know if you can see if it shows up on the video, but man. Get in just over there where I was, and it's like pea soup. Can't see nothing. So also that was video from the side mount. I'm gonna tell you more about that mount, how much it's improved after this video, but now I'm gonna switch over to the front mount. guys, so I'm gonna have to cut this video a little short today. I planned on staying out here most of the day, but this fog, I had no notice of that whatsoever. It's rolling in thick. It's getting even worse. So it's coming in from offshore, and it's getting to where I can't even see the markers, and it's really, really shallow. So I have a fear of running aground on some rocks or something. So I'm gonna head back to the ramp. I'm gonna get this thing on the trailer, and then I'm gonna go over the changes on these mounts. It's fantastic. You guys don't want to miss the details on this, because these are the ones you're going to want. These are some awesome mounts for some great video shots. Let's head back to the ramp. All right, guys, so back on the trailer. A little hairy out there with the fog and really low tides. Usually if it's foggy, I don't really care if it's a high tide, but I can't really see. There's a lot of rocks out here. So very, very shallow, one of the lowest tides I've seen in a while, so I decided to come in. But anyway, let's go over these mounts. Now you can see right here, this is the side mount I was using. The two mounts that I'm using today, and these are my favorites, are the side mount and the front mount. Let me go over the changes on both of these. Show you why these things are absolutely the best. This right here, you can see, now I've got this 36 millimeter really beefy stick in there, and that is because I made this larger, and you can see this is about where I keep that on the side. I don't need to go any higher. The higher you go, the more flex you get, remember, with anybody's mount. I don't care who it is. But anyway, the changes on this, before it would only take the small selfie stick, so I made this to where it'll take both, just like my rear mount. So let's go ahead and get into what happens here. So loosen up this screw right here just a little bit, because it can actually keep tension on this as well, but it is screwed into the base. And if you don't want to buy this beefy $100 pole, this is going to come with, just like the rear mount does, it's going to come with a bushing. You can now put that in there, and this will give you the ability to use your smaller selfie stick. Now it's in there, extend it up, and you're good to go. So you can do either stick with this mount. So if you don't, like I said, if you don't have the 36 millimeter one, this beefy one, this stick is almost $100. It's like 90 bucks, 80 something bucks. No big deal. You can still use this, but anyway, you got the option of using both. Now, and that video that I showed you was off of the thick one. Front mount. This is always, it's always been so secure. The addition, I added 2 set screws, thumb screws on the side here, and let me take this off of here. So keep in mind, this is the stick that I designed, and when you want to do the matched pair, this is going to come with 2 set screws. It screws into the base, and it also, if you can see, it's got a ring. That's where these 2 set screws grab a hold to. So not only is it held in the middle with the stainless steel hardware, but once you screw that down, it's really secure just by itself. But now you have the added security of locking these thumb screws into that little groove. It's not going to move. This thing is so bulletproof, it's not even funny. Now I want to talk real quick about some of these guys and their mounts. Most of the time when you see them, today is an exception because there was no wind, but most of the time when you see me, I'm out here in the Gulf and it's windy, choppy. That's where we ride 90% of the time. You never see me with a tether, ever. You know, this is my insurance policy. You can cut about, I don't know, 6 of these, 7 of these out of a $1.99 pool noodle, and you just slide it right over. Real simple. So if your camera goes in the water, if something happens, the only thing that's happened to me is I've actually hit this on mistake, so, and broke it off. That's it. That was my fault. But normal riding, I've never had a problem with this mount. But if I do, it's going to break off and it's going to float. The camera's waterproof, guys, even in salt water. So I have had this camera now for a little over a year. It's an X3. This is actually my third one. But I have lost 2 of them due to stupidity. Like I said, I had one on a rear mount and I went under a bridge and it snapped the pole off. Couldn't find it. That was before I came up with my insurance policy here. Now it's not going to happen. They float. Anyway, guys, check these out. Links are in the description. And this one here, I'm still going to, I was just going to eliminate and just only offer this one, but I've decided to go ahead and keep the other one also. This will be listed in the side mount as an option. So if you choose the 36mm option, it will come with this bushing. Guys, thanks for watching. As you can see, it's a little chilly, but get out on the water, guys. See you then.